Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Barely Necessities. That's when the team here at Laughing Place gets together to chat about Disney merchandise. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley. Our guru of all things merchandise, Rebecca Burbank, is here. How you doing, Becca?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm going to say Happy New Year. I know it's past the time I'm supposed to, but it's the first time I'm seeing you. So
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you. And this is our first Barely Necessities show of the year. So
I know. I'm excited. I'm eager to get things underway. Let's say some quick hellos though before we do. I'm going to say hi to Fred Ramirez. I'm going to say hey to Caleb. Dr. Jazzman's here. And of course, Nikki B. Hi, Nikki B.
There's the three.
We're starting off with an adorable little item that brings back my childhood. I think I liked Pez dispensers more than Pez itself.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Pez candy was fine, but it's just, I don't know. And you could eat them way too quickly. Like, yeah.
Nikki B, no, I am not all talked out yet. I loved this. If there was a reason why I could do this all day, every day, I would be here. As if you join me and have a chat, I would love nothing more. Hey, Shelly. So Becca, we have a Pez dispenser. What do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, it's themed to the clock from It's a Small World, and it's just absolutely adorable. Then we've also got a candle with the iconic clock face as well.
I like the pastel choices when it comes to both the Pez dispenser and the clock. Yeah. Do you have this yet, Shelly? I'm asking Shelly in the chat if she picked it up yet. They also have this candle. This I was going to ask you about this, Becca. This is interesting to me. Do you living in Fantasyland?
Mm-hmm. Do I live in a fantasy land? Sometimes,
hey, yeah.
Sometimes I do. Yeah, I don't know. This seems interesting. I can't imagine what it would smell like. What do you think?
Looking at it, I'm going with something grape.
Okay. Yeah, so and that kind of fits.
I'm gonna have to find it when I go in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have to go and find this on shelves because our team did not describe it. They described the Adventureland one as being tropical in fragrance, maybe a little citrus, but there was no description accompanying this Fantasyland one. So I'm gonna have to go find it myself, and I'll report back to y'all what this purple candle smells like. Jazzman loves it.
Yeah. It's pretty, although it's a $35 candle.
Really?
That's what I think that's what I'm reading here in the article. $34.99. And that looks like a small candle for that price. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Also, I'm spoiled because we did the Bath and Body Works $10 candle sale. So, But I mean, you do have the fun decorative design on the outside too. And the Disney sense makes me think that it's specially curated for the parks. So there is that level of, exclusivity to this. So I can see where you would charge a premium, but I'm just looking at the size of the candle in what, Jeremiah's hand?
That's my guess. It's Jeremiah's hand. Nikki B is expecting something cotton candy-ish. I don't tend to rain on the parade, but this one has me scratching my head a little bit. Like I say, I'm going to have to check this one out in person and get a better feel for it. Because the one that we see from Adventureland, like this one has a lot of Disney character to it. You've got Jose on the top, has a beautiful lid to it. I don't know. There's just so much more to the design of this one. So I'm fascinated by that. I also am very surprised by just the whole notion of the Disney scents. Yes. Because we had the brand Scentsy come in, I want to say, over the past couple of years and be sponsoring various smell dynamics, whether it was they had an exhibit during Epcot, and then they had the elephants that they sponsored out at Fantasyland. I know that they're kind of a Tupperware type where they tend to be, you buy from other individuals that they aren't like a storefront.
Correct.
I'm kind of surprised to see a Disney sense as a, you know what I mean? Instead
I also wonder if
Disney.
it's kind of a competitor, an official Disney competitor to like Magic Candle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Magic Candle, I know, is not just Disney. They do all sorts of parks. And so I don't know if this is, it'll be interesting. I'm excited to hear back from you. Like, do these candles capture the like smell of the attraction or the area, or is it more of just like a general
the container itself is more of the Disney element. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out because I am an addict when it comes to Magic Candle. So my house is always full of varying fragrances. E.T. Adventure from Universal, I think, is the most popular around here, followed by my favorite, Grand Floridian, the one that's inspired by Grand Floridian Christmas. But I do like the one that they have that's just inspired by the overall scent of the like contemporary hotel, that really clean hotel fragrance that you find. So moving on to the world of jewelry and particularly Bauble Bar. We'll hop back to your second story after this, Becca. We have some Valentine's Day trinkets and items that we are highlighting.
Yes, and Bauble Bar always does some great stuff with Disney. I'm going to stop right here because I love these ears. So great choice for one of the first things that we feature in this article. I think these look so much fun. I like the color. It kind of reminds me of candy. They kind of remind me of confetti and like actual Valentines that you exchange with your friends. Like it's invoking everything at once, but in the best way possible.
I can't think to having seen this amount of layering in an ear style before. I know visually we've had pearls or floral like Hawaiian flowers, but like this amount where it just feels like a little pile of candy hearts has been shaped. They're so sweet, and the colors on them are bright as well. So hang on, let me I am having a little tech issue here. Okay, there we go. It's all good. There we go. So we have some beautiful dangle earrings as well. Nikki B popping in and saying, I love Bauble Bar. I will say one of the things that I've appreciated when purchasing Bauble Bar is their items have a little bit of heft without being weighty.
Yes.
So you see these and they're not super petite. They have size to them, but yet they aren't weighted, so that when you wear them, you don't feel like, oh, okay, can I, take these off? They look nice, but they're uncomfortable. I've not found that to be the reality with Bauble Bar, and their ears are nicely weighted, so as to sit on your head comfortably.
I have not tried their ears yet. I've done the Loungefly ears, and then of course the traditional Disney ears, but I haven't tried Bauble Bars yet.
Oh, these are really bright. I love the notion of wearing these to like Sweethearts Night.
Yes.
At Disney. Oh, Minnie's so adorable with her candy box of hearts.
And then, even being able to customize it with like your name, or you probably could put something like "I love you," or like some type of candy heart slang on there, like "see you later" or like whatever.
Yes, they are pink ears. Yes. Very, very pink. One of the things that I will point out when it comes to Bauble Bar is if you have locations like Ross or especially TJ Maxx in your vicinity, I often find Bauble Bar items available in the jewelry counter area of a local TJ Maxx. My local TJ Maxx always replenishing it with seasonal Disney bubble bar items. I know during when the football season first popped out, I saw some Disney football designs. Recently, when I was there, I saw some Stitch items as well. So if you have a TJ Maxx near you, I would suggest popping by there for your bubble bar needs, or obviously Disney store. You can stop by Laughing Place. We are an affiliate. If you make a purchase through us, stop by us and click on the link and make your purchase. We do receive a small commission, and we appreciate that.
Yes.
Kyle Oldham coming in and saying, love when Disney includes love things in there. My wife is a big fan of Disney. Yay! I love it. What do we have in the world of 101 Dalmatians, Becca?
We have a 65th anniversary. Can you believe that?
Wow.
So, yes, 65th anniversary. So there is a new merchandise collection at Disney Store. And yeah, I know. I have that in so many of those posts. They keep popping, that image keeps popping in there.
I love the look here. Like it looks like a Dalmatian fur,
yes.
Right?
Yep.
So we have, it's soft and fleecy.
It's from Cakeworthy. So that, you know how much we love those. That's going to set you back $89.99, which is on par for what they for the typical Cakeworthy selections. And then yeah, some fun pullover sweatshirts and sweaters. This looks like the poster art or some of, so that's kind of fun. And I like the little bit of color with the 101 in red.
I like the pop of red. It's a little Cruella, a little bit of Cruella to me when you add that red in there. We have the 101 Dalmatian spots on the 101. We have their spots on the jersey itself. If you need to represent Miss DeVille herself, I always find it funny when they put it like this because then it looks like a devil.
I know, right? Yes, it does.
A spirit jersey featuring an adorable puppy. One of, maybe that's part of the original litter of is it 13?
15. I think it's 15.
Oh, I think you're right.
They're like 15 puppies, and then she comes out. She's like 14. We lost one, and then they're like, no. They
I believe you're right.
Wow, I can't think of his name.
Lucky.
Well, the dad rubs it again.
Oh, is it Roger?
Roger rubs it. Gives him a little pat, and then the dog starts sniffing, and they're like, "It's 15 puppies."
Okay, Kyle wants pants to match this shirt. You want pants to match this shirt? Like the opposite, though, right? You want the left leg to be black and the right leg to be white, so you'd be like a little checkerboard, right?
That could be fun.
Red pants would be cool with like puppy spots on it. That'd be fun. I'd have some fun with that as well. We also have some adorable kids line items, like positively cute, spelled like little puppy paws.
I know. I think that's adorable. Perfect for summer, even though it's so far away.
And then obviously the crew hanging around with Mom and Dad, Pongo and Perdita on this one, and this is adorable. Yeah,
they're the little collectible hats. Like those have been an ongoing series at Disney Store. So that's kind of fun. It's the Irresistible collection.
I love the way Perdita is looking at Pongo here.
I know.
That's very, very sweet. And then you also have them down front as well. So not only on the ears, but also on the main portion of the hat as well. So that's the celebration of 101 Dalmatians, 65 years. If you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it recently, it's over on Disney Plus, so you can go give it a peek, see the tremendous artistry of Mark Davis, who helped bring Cruella to DeVille to life. Exquisite villain.
Yes, she really is. Yes. And her henchmen are great too.
In the world of spirit jerseys, we're celebrating the one and only Mickey Mouse.
Yes, and this is a collection all for Mickey. What I told Kyle that when I looked at the back of that Spirit Jersey hoodie, I thought it was maybe Super Nintendo World because it kind of has that like. I was like, oh, we're doing more stuff for Super Nintendo World. I was like, nope, it actually says Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it is that color palette: the red, yellow, blue, green, the kind of primary look, but it right here it says the true original Mickey Mouse, 1928, that debut year. You have him represented in varying poses along the sleeve. He let me see if I can zoom in a little bit, because look at that face he's got going on right there in the green.
It's great. It's so great.
A little bit more of the mischievous side of Mr. Mouse.
Yeah, which I feel was like way more his early eras. He was a little bit more mischievous, and then has kind of mellowed as he's aged.
Agree. At some point, he became much more corporate symbol, right? Than mischievous Mouse. Oh, people are really popping over this one, Becca. Okay, that's really cute. Oh wow, says Dion, and we have how much will that be?
Yeah,
do you have the price right there?
$125 for the hoodie.
Mm-hmm. That feels pretty standard for a Spirit Jersey. You have the branding tag right there, so you know that's the company you're dealing with here. I love the running Mickey along the top between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, it almost could be too much, but it works, and I think it works because it's on the back. I don't know that I would like if this was the front of a shirt. It might be too much for me, but yeah.
Dr. Jazzman loves the look of this. If I didn't know better, I'd say that's pulled from. I want to say the title is Through the Mirror. That when Mickey, there's a sequence and Mickey's like running on the globe.
Oh.
But that's what that animation that right there pulls to my mind, is that sequence where the globe is spinning and Mickey's running on the top of the globe. You can even show people how to draw Mickey Mouse as you wander around town. You've got 6 basic steps to bringing Mr. Mouse to life. I like the yellow shoes. They always pop.
Yes, they do. They do.
I always wanted yellow shoes. Maybe I'll have to get yellow shoes.
You'll have to get yellow shoes. I think that's the answer. Mm-hmm. Or at the very least, you can get slippers, like the Mickey slippers, wear around the house.
Those are fun. The original Mickey Mouse. This is an interesting font style. This is not familiar to me. I like it. I like it too. It's a fun choice. Once again, we have the running Mickey. Ooh, this is very bold.
Yeah, I don't like I like the green color, but not with all of these other colors. It's too many colors for me.
But once again, we've got some fun looks when it comes to Mickey. I like the hands in the pocket. It almost looks a little disgusted, right? Yeah. Like a little like, what do you do? And then this is classic, the jumping up with the hands extended. That's such a classic pose. And Mickey here by the E, Becca says to me, I gotcha.
Yes.
It's like he played a prank on someone and he's saying to somebody else, haha, look what happened to that dude over there.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I like the designs and I like the images of Mickey that they selected. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, some fun stuff over there, Spirit Jersey. Bringing Mickey Mouse to us in a few different ways, not the same old. And here they're exploring like the development. You got line art, a little bit. He's very demonstrative in this.
Right.
Here. He has an important.
He's got something to say.
A little. Maybe he's working on Shakespeare. I have Shakespeare on the brain because there's a new Shakespeare book. You know how Star Wars, they do Star Wars stories in the style of Shakespearean tales.
Oh,
they were doing one for Mandalorian, and earlier today I was talking Star Wars with Mike Celestino, and that one came up. And so right here, this feels like if Mickey were doing Shakespeare, I would find him in this pose at some point during a monologue.
I love that.
Yeah. Moving over to something of which I am much more familiar. We're moving to Epcot.
Yes, there's a new Mexico collection at World Showcase, and as you expect, it's very, very colorful. A lot of the red and green and white that we're used to seeing on the Mexican flag, and then of course that Epcot font as well. Um, Mickey has starred on a lot of different world collections at Epcot. So I know we've on this show we've discussed United Kingdom, we've discussed Japan, we've discussed Germany. So it's nice to see him making his way around World Showcase. I really like this polo.
Yeah, embracing the imagery that we see on the flag of the nation. And once again, as you pointed out, we also see the colors of the Mexican flag. The World Showcase silhouette there. I like that we have these the flags that we see. They have, I believe they have a specific cultural name that isn't coming to mind. But
I think you're right.
But we see them in the attraction queue.
Yes.
For the Gran Fiesta. But yeah, Viva Mexico, and then La Fiesta. We have a Mickey cactus down here, sombrero, avocado, pepper. We have musical instruments. Yeah, nice flavor and feel of the Mexico Pavilion, and obviously Mexico itself.
Yes.
In the artist, I like the colors here. I like the fact that they also embrace colors beyond those of the flag here.
Yeah, I think I would prefer that the ears either be the Viva Mexico, like without that, like switch out the bow, or vice versa, like keep the bow but then do something different with the ears. I'm not loving this combination, but that bow is so pretty. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but what's really intriguing to me, Becca, is these ears are translucent, correct?
Yes, yes.
We're seeing the shirt behind it.
Yes.
So this must be like an acrylic or something, so that is so interesting. I wonder, okay, this is another item I'm gonna have to find in person when I go in a couple, because I'm curious how these feel. Like, what's the weight on these? Because I'm so used to the ears being either a fabric or back in the day that really thin plastic.
Those were the worst. Give you like the teeth, the comb teeth, like they hurt your head and it like pressed. Kids, you have no idea what we grew up with.
I feel like I've triggered such horrible memories. You like instantly went to exactly how that felt, digging into your scalp. I could
well, that was yes, the plastic ears that like it wasn't heavy, but it also wasn't like, yeah, it was. But the fabric bow on there, I don't know. Mickey ears have gotten a lot better over the years.
I have only ever been a hat person. When it was ears, it was an ear hat. I've never been a headband ear person. The ear bands, they've never been my thing, even though I had to when I was helping out with Dayton Disneyana. That's like part of the dress code is to wear ear band. So I did there, but other than that, and I only did it for the photo of the team, the picture you take. Yeah, that's what I put them on and then I took them off. But I like the black here with the raised Mexico lettering, and then the Viva Mexico. This is very clearly also raised. I like the way that this looks like almost like a chalkboard.
Yes,
that's been drawn on.
Yep, I think so too. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite items in this entire collection.
Yeah. Kyle, I will be sure to check that out when I get to Epcot, if I'm not too busy looking at all the beautiful art, because I'm going to be there during Festival of the Arts. So that means all these amazing pieces of art will be all around, and I will be wishing I had enough wall space and enough budget for all of it. But oh, hey, Rigby,
Yep.
How you doing, sweetie
She's
pie?
scratching at my leg here. She wants to play, but we can't play right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Kyle is off at
CES.
off at CES, so no additional attention to be had. New Parks line merchandise has popped up. I think some of this is even on Disney Store.
Yes.
So Becca, what is it you want to make sure we tell people?
Well, this is like a parks map collection. And then on this article that we're looking at right now, these are with our actual photos from Disney Springs. We have it like a brochure inspired is what we're saying. So I hadn't even thought about that. I know Disney Store definitely has those bowls, that stack set there of bowls. And they're calling it the Parks Map Home Collection.
Okay.
This is so fun. Like this is such a great way to incorporate like classic nostalgic Disney into modern day decor for your home. I think this is fantastic.
Nikki B coming in and say, oh yeah, I want the park snap stuff. I love it. This particular one right here, I don't know if you used to eat at Monorail Cafe at Disneyland Resort, but it was right there directly across the street from Disneyland at the Disneyland Hotel. It was like a 50s style diner, Monorail Cafe, and the placemat that they would have, I can't remember if it was specifically for kids or if everybody got it, had a really detailed map drawing of Disneyland, and on that map was this tiny little Mickey Mouse that you had to look for, and it was and across the top would say where's Mickey, and you would have to look for it. And so this Mickey right here, this little band Mickey right here by the castle, reminds me of that placemat. And if I would have thought about this, I would have grabbed it from my filing cabinet over there. But maybe I'll show it to y'all some other week. But so this is bringing back some really, really great memories of Monorail Cafe right there across from Disneyland. But yeah, they're calling it Park Map and Brochure Icons. They're pulling off those images that we may remember from back when the park used to give you like a little booklet.
Right?
You used to walk in and you'd get this little booklet and you'd open it up and it had like a little synopsis of each attraction beside it. So, because one of my favorite stories that I like to tell people about the interesting opportunities I've had regarding visiting the parks is we went there with some friends from Italy. And the way we handled it was we broke off from them at the beginning of the day, and they went to go check out some, you know what, I think I'm blending stories. Maybe this was actually from a different trip I took with a bunch of friends from Japan. But needless to say, we had friends we were visiting with, and they broke off at the beginning of the day, and then we were going to meet up for lunch and spend the rest of the day together. That way they could kind of their first experiences in the parks. They could be on their own and whatnot. And when we got back together, they were like, okay, well, that was nice. We're ready. We can go after lunch. And what? Go after what? We've been here for a few hours. What do you? Well, we've seen everything.
Oh,
you've seen everything. Wait, how is that possible? And so, what have you seen? And they started to tell us, the Dumbo, the train, whatever. And there's all these little like stores, but we don't need to go in every single one. And we're like, what are you talking about? And what we realized was that they didn't know that Pirates of the Caribbean, there was like a ride once you went inside the building, or Haunted Mansion, there was a ride once you went. They thought the rides were what they could see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. And so they didn't realize there was anything beyond that entrance.
You're like, no. And this is the theming.
Let's go in here. And they were like, what? It was like their eyes were, what's going on? So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So that's one of those things I would have never thought of. It was like people who, maybe they're accustomed to like a carnival or something where what you see is what you get, right? And so yeah, they had no idea what was beyond the wall. Yes, must do, Stacy. In a recent Disney World ad, we actually have a story about that here on Laughing Place. So very exciting. Love to see Disney embrace that nostalgia, much as they have here with this Skyway succulent.
Yeah, this is so cute. I think this is probably one of my favorite items in this collection, just because it's so unique. And then, you get that little bit of practicality, right, with a plant.
It's cute. I would love to have this on my desk. I would have loved to have had that in my dorm. They also throw back to old souvenirs. When I was going to the parks, I remember getting these pens, and then you take them to school, right? And in the middle of class, you just sit there tilting your pen back and forth. I can remember one that was Pocahontas in a canoe.
Oh,
And you could tilt it back and forth. But here we have the Skyliner, the Skyway bucket, and I'm gonna guess a Jungle Cruise boat. And then with those park designs in the background, nice color palette here too. Bright but not extremely garish. I'm a fan. Do you need
yeah.
salt and pepper?
Do I? No, but this is fantastic.
I like how it says down here includes faux water caddy. Just in case you were wondering, it's faux water. It's not
It's not real.
faux. Are they telling me that the Jungle Cruise water is faux? Is that what?
Oh,
Is that breaking news? Breaking news. With the kitchen towel, we even have an homage to 20K and to the Stagecoach. So
Yeah.
deep dives way back in the time machine for these. Oh, once again, look, the Nautilus. This would be a Walt Disney World map because the Disneyland subs didn't look like this, as I recall.
Yeah, and it makes sense where, in Walt Disney World, but I'm thinking they probably have specialized stuff in both parks, right?
If I had to bet, I bet it's a mixture. I bet you'll find some of that had Disney iconography on it and Disney World and Disneyland iconography. I would guess that it's going to be a blending of the universes in that way, which is fun. I don't mind it. I like it. Where I do draw my line is you can't have like Disneyland taglines on Walt Disney World merchandise or Disneyland with a Cinderella castle, Walt Disney World with a Sleeping Beauty castle. But if you have just generic parks and you have Sleeping Beauty castle on it along with Cinderella castle, then we're good. This is pretty.
This is pretty. Yeah, one of these cookie jars that you can, it's great to display all the time.
So
this would be even fun to like decorate. Like you could even put lights on it at Christmas and stuff.
So just walking up to this castle, which castle are you going to think this is?
I mean, it feels a little bit taller than Disneyland, but the pink at the top there makes me think Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Yeah, I'm with you. This is like it could go either way. It's not very often that I look at a piece of Disney merchandise and I'm kind of, that could be Castle A or Castle B. But yeah, this one for me does a beautiful job of kind of being like right in that middle where it's okay. I could see you selling it as a Sleeping Beauty castle or Cinderella castle. How about chat? Chat, which way are you going? Are you going Cinderella? Are you going Sleeping Beauty?
Let me see if they have this at Disney Store, because this might be something that falls under that Fantasyland castle without getting away from naming it, and it's just like, well, it's the Fantasyland castle.
Oh, Kyle says Sleeping Beauty.
Well, he's always right.
Kyle says Sleeping Beauty, but can I just say that for me right now, this is current status of Walt Disney World, right? We're about to change into white.
So it's accurate, yes, to some extent.
Accurate to the era. We're in the midst of transformation when it comes to the castle.
I love it.
If you find it on Disney Store, let me know. In the meantime, we're going to move over into the realm of international theme park merchandise, mainly Zootopia.
Yeah, I just thought this was interesting. You hear what they're doing sometimes, and I'm like, okay, big donut. So there's a big donut pop-up shop. What is that going to be? And it's plush that are shaped like donuts. I think this is great. And of course, not only are they Zootopia characters, but then of course we have that giant donut from Zootopia. So like it all works on so many levels. I think this is super cute.
I like the phrase "donut worry."
Right.
That's cute. That's very cute to me. The bag charms, the plush bag charms are sweet as well. But
And the display case, how it looks like trays of donuts.
it's so good. I hope these make their way here.
I know. They might. I mean, they might. Disney has been. Disney Store has been bringing Disney Store Japan and Disney Store China, or like plush to their online shoppers. So it's very possible that we'll see some of this.
I still need to see Zootopia 2. I'm behind
Me
on
too.
my Disney theatrical viewing, but I didn't. Zootopia was like, I like the music more than the movie itself, so I didn't like just rush out to see this, but I've heard good things about it from others, so I really should go and check that out. At CES, Lego introduced their newest components for Lego Fun, and that is the Smart Play.
Yes. So a smart brick, and you construct your ships, your Star Wars, your whatever it's going to be with the smart brick, and then there's like lights and sounds that are activated by electronic sensors, so you can like have the ships like interact with each other, and the like. I don't know, very, very interesting. Not something I would have ever thought of combining into Lego, but how fun, right?
Yeah, over the years, I feel like we've seen them try and do this kind of layering with apps, and now they don't need that. It's within the like the construct itself. The representation I saw where they had these lightsabers. See how they have the red arm over there, yes. And so they could maneuver these battling lightsabers, and as they moved around, you could hear the and then when they hit each other, you could hear a clash. So pretty fun. And then they had the Imperial March play when the character was like within the realm of the Palpatine throne, and then R2-D2 appropriate beeps and boops when he was in a spot, versus if it was Chewie in that same realm, you would get Chewie noises. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Celestino, Mike, our Star Wars guru, he's like apprehensive. He's like, I'm not sure. I'm waiting on this. He's like, looking at it with a little side eye.
Well, I'm thinking just based on the sets that we're seeing, that this is going to be more of the more designed more for kids. It's going to be more elaborate than some of the little place. I say little play sets. They're still Lego. They're traditional Lego bricks, but they're like smaller play sets. You build a tiny ship. So this is going to be almost that like intermediate level. And I'm thinking this is definitely not something designed for the. It's designed to be played with, not designed so much for the collectible aspect of it. So I understand his apprehension, but my feeling, at least right now, is it's not going to take away from it's not going to take away from the fantastic sets that they have already for the serious fan.
No, my mind went instantly to that railroad set that was so amazing, where it was like the Main Street station with the train. And I was thinking, imagine if as that train pulls in, you have the sounds of Main Street happening. And if Mickey's there, you have Mickey, versus if Snow White's there, you have a Snow White sound or whatever. It's like, for me, that's exactly what you're saying, in that the notion of kind of the elevating those sets that maybe are more geared, not that one was, but sets that are more geared towards kids. Like I built a Beauty and the Beast castle, not the mega castles,
right?
Like the lesser set. And once again, it had so many characters, and the notion that those characters could then have sound within the, I mean, we're seeing it with Hallmark ornaments, right? You can almost play the whole movie by hitting a button on your tree. You've got various dioramas that have sound with them. So it'll be very interesting to add that component to Lego, and it's not screen. So you're still kind of staying away from the screen-based fun, but yet adding a bit more fun to Lego building. I'm excited to see where it goes and what other sets we see. I think initially, did they announce which sets it's gonna pop up with first, Becca?
So there's 3. There's going to be Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, Luke's Red 5 X-Wing, and then the Throne Room Duel and the A-Wing. So prices going from like $70 up to $160. Pre-orders are going to start on Friday, and then these will release on March 1st. So it's coming up quick. But yeah, so 3 sets to start with. I think that's a good, like, there's a good selection here for people to, check out and experience first.
There we go. So those are from Lego. And as always, with all of these stories that we're talking about, we'll have links below. And so you'll be able to take a deeper dive into the various items and stories that we're talking about here on Barely Necessities. But with that, each week, I try and organize a little list of 7 items. So here we go. So this week, today, it's National Cuddle Up Day, and that's for all of our pets. And so I decided to do a pet focus list for my Sensational 7. The Sensational 7 is loosely organized around the personalities of our favorite dwarfs. That would be Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy, Bashful, and Doc. And so we're starting off when it comes to Sleepy from Buckle You. Buckle Down. Dude, I always call him Buckle You, but no, Buckle Down. This is a pet bed. It is 100-acre wood, so your 4-legged friend can curl up and take a nice little nap with Pooh and friends. They're the 100-acre wood. Next up is Happy, and I'm going to celebrate cats and the joy of building Lego with this adorable Marie. How cute is she?
She's so cute, and she comes with a little mouse.
Yes, she does. So she can be all her precocious self. I love her face. How they did this with Lego still is so very cool to me. So this little Lego sculpt is available, and celebrating cat. I decided to celebrate a cat. For Grumpy, I'm going villainous. And I found this Scar Squeaker plush with a rope tail. Look at that. From Buckle Down. So yeah, Scar, he is definitely somebody who has that grumpier side to him. For Dopey, I'm going with something shiny and something a little silly, but I think this is the best thing I've ever found. I wish I had a pet for this.
Oh.
It's a lightsaber ball launcher.
No, so cool.
You can throw a tennis ball up to 150 feet.
That's amazing.
It looks like a lightsaber when you toss the ball. It's so good. And look at the detail on that.
I love that.
It has 2 tennis balls representing the dark side. You got a Darth Vader and the Death Star. Look at this poor little guy right here. I'm sorry. He does not look happy.
Nope. He's like, why am I wearing this?
So let's see. Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy. Okay, if your dog has the sniffles or you have the sniffles, you can swipe this. Use it as a hanky. But in the meantime, it's a bandana featuring the Disney dogs. We have Copper. We have Dodger, Lady, Tramp, Perdita, Pongo, Rita, Tito, and Georgette.
Okay. I did not know all of them. I could have been like, well, this one is from Oliver and Company, but I did not know all of their names. So
that is okay. That is totally from memory, not rehearsed. If I got any wrong, tell me in the chat. Let me know. I have a feeling that maybe there are people out there yelling, no, that's not the, but that's my memory of all of their names. So too fun. Yeah, so that's available from Amazon. For bashful, maybe your little pooch doesn't like to just travel out and about. It needs its own little space as you journey, and Box Lunch has you covered with this dog carrier featuring the troublesome Stitch, right? He's right there. But yeah, nice little pet carrier.
That is cute.
It's brightly colored. It's sweet. I am slowly getting used to the amount of pets that travel with people. I like pets. I don't trust pets.
Okay.
And so traveling with now that so many other people are out and about with their pets, it is a journey. It is a journey for me. And finally, Doc. This is foundational. So in this case, I've selected a T-shirt that showcases the princesses
Aww.
and their faithful friends. So we have Ariel with her friend Flounder, Jasmine with Abu, Rapunzel with Pascal, Mulan with little brother, and Moana with Pua. Yeah. Mm-hmm. With Pua. So
now these I knew.
delightful combination of our favorite Disney princesses and their little I was gonna say furry friends, but I guess Pascal and Flounder aren't really furry, so
right.
And I can't say four-legged because that would knock out poor Flounder. So with their animal buddies. So that's my collection of items for this week's Sensational 7. And now we are looking at some of the stuff that we didn't talk about, but you can learn more about on Laughing Place.
Yep, we've got another pin drop because it's Tuesday, first one of the year. There were only 2 designs this year, but it was like the Brush with the Masters. It's a Maleficent pin and a Mickey Mouse, Sorcerer Mickey Mouse pin. So these are very, very fun. And then we've also got our roundup of all the new things that are available at Disney Store this week. We update that every day. And then we looked at the Marie Lego set as part of Sensational 7. That's also available at Disney Store. There were like 9 Lego sets that are also available at Disney Store. So some fun stuff, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, Cars, kind of covering everything. There's a pearl pink Spirit jersey at Disney Springs. I thought this was interesting. So, but not interesting enough that I put it in the list. It's on the shopping list. So still, you should go check that out. This weekend at Walt Disney World is the Walt Disney World Marathon weekend. And there's some new Brooks by Run Disney shoes that'll be available at the expo, which kicks off tomorrow. Speaking of Run Disney, there's also a pop-up shop or a shop with Run Disney merchandise at Disney Springs Market Co-op. So you don't have to go to the expo to get your Run Disney fill. You can get that right there at Disney Springs. And then we've got the Mickey Mouse icon collection. So we know we love how Mickey Mouse stands in that traditional pose. And then also just some items with his iconic head silhouette, and so these are available at Disney Store. And then we had we attended the Kendra Scott Q&A at Disney Springs, and she's also got some new jewelry themed to various Disney characters, and those are available. So there's photos and a video to check out. Lots of fun.
Fred is going to look into that Mickey Mouse stuff. If you're looking for more Disney fun, we've got lots happening here at Laughing Place. Each morning we have the Disney Morning Show that gets you caught up on all things Disney that have been happening since that New York bell rings until about 9:30 a.m. Pacific, because these times are all Pacific. So we will give you what's happening in the world of Disney. On Friday, we're going to be journeying over to Disneyland because we're going to touch base and see what's happening now that the holidays are over. And we're getting back into that 70th celebration. I know lots of new food items have been announced, and there's been some transitions happening out in the Esplanade. Some ticket booths of the past have gone away in preparation for Porto's bakery arrival. So lots happening at Disneyland Resort, and we will be walking and talking and sharing it with you. But tonight, right back here on this very YouTube channel, we will have our Disney Trivia Live. That's where you can compete against other Disney fans and showcase how much you know about all things Disney. It's a fun little game, and it's hosted by my husband and our teenage son. So stop by and check that out. But for us, we'll see you next time, huh, Becca?
Yes, we will.
Bye.